Welcome to the #1 Mandela Effect quiz and game show. I'm your host, Papa Crescendo. As a good friend of mine, Rod Sterling, would say, you're about to enter another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound but of mind, a journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are that of imagination. Your next stop, the Mandela Effect. Are you ready to begin? I'll start you with an easy one. In the 1980s blockbuster hit Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, Luke Skywalker finds out something scandalous. What was the famous line Darth Vader delivers to Luke in this scene? Luke, I am your father. Luke, you are my father. No, I am your father. Luke, I'm your mother. Or Luke, I'm your father. Think about this and pause this video to make sure. Made your decision? Here's the answer.
One never told you what happened to your father.
He told me you killed him.
No. I am your father.
No, I am your father is correct. Was this your reaction too?
It's not true. That's impossible.
Don't worry, you're in good company. Look what the actor who played Darth Vader thought he said.
When I first saw the dialogue that said, Luke, I am your father, I said to myself, he's lying.
Very interesting. Maybe you can make $20 on this one like my daughter did, but I don't condone gambling. Maybe it's time to make these next few a little easier. Which one of these is the correct peanut butter? Is it Jiffy or Jif? You can pause the video. The correct answer is Jif. I told you it'd be easy. How about this one? Cup noodles or cup o noodles? The answer is cup noodles. That makes sense. Are you keeping score? How about this one? Cheez-Its or Cheez-It? The correct answer is Cheez-It. That's right, Cheez-It. How you doing so far? Are you surprised? We have a total of 21 questions. Make sure that you're keeping track. Let's switch things up a little bit. Have you ever seen this guy? That's Mr. Rogers. There's a movie out that Tom Hanks plays, Mr. Rogers. Do you remember his song? How does it go? It's a beautiful day in my neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. Or it's a beautiful day in my neighbor's house. Which one is it? The answer is...
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
What? It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood is correct. That makes perfect sense. It seems like the producers of Tom Hanks' new movie thought differently. How'd you do? In the 1995 Pixar smash hit Toy Story, the main character Woody says this famous line. Which one is it? There's a snake in my boot. There's a snake in my boots. There's a snake in my hat. There's a boot in my snake. Which one do you think it is?
There's a snake in my boots.
I think I need to hear that again.
There's a snake in my
Wow. Toy Story was the first full-length 3D computer animated movie that had one snake in 2 boots. Okay, let's go back to some of the easy ones. Let's do Frosted Flakes. Do you remember Tony the Tiger's nose? Was it black or blue? Are you keeping track of your score? The answer is blue. How about Febreze? How do you remember it being spelled? Is it Febreze with 2 E's in the middle, or Febreze with 1 E in the middle? The answer is Febreze with 1 E in the middle. Had enough? How about this one? Fruit of the Loom. Which one is correct? The one with the cornucopia or the one without the cornucopia? And the answer is without the cornucopia. Is your mind blown yet? For this next one, we're going to the icy regions of the North Pole. The question is, what's on the North Pole? Santa's home, icy landmass, Antarctica, nothing but the Arctic Ocean, or penguins? While you think about it, let's go to Google Earth. So you can see the beautiful Earth here, and we spin it around. Let's first start and go to the South Pole, which is Antarctica. So if you guessed Antarctica, you were wrong. Also, penguins are in the Antarctica, so if you guessed that, you were also wrong. Let's go north and go to the North Pole and see what we find. And here we are, the North Pole. You might think this is the North Pole, but that's actually Greenland. The North Pole, well, let's search it. Let Google show you. We'll type in North Pole. And there's the North Pole. The answer is the Arctic Ocean. There is no land mass in the North Pole, just the cold, frigid Arctic Ocean. Sorry guys, if you got that wrong. Since we're in the North Pole, let's test your reindeer knowledge. In the 1823 poem, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," Santa's reindeer are introduced. See if you can remember their names. Fill in the blanks. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on blank and blank. Is it Bonner and Flixen? Is it Donna and Felix? Is it Donner and Blixen? Is it Dunder and Mifflin? Or is it Dunder and Blixen? What do you think it's been all this time? A simple Google search will give you the answer. On Comet, on Cupid, on Dunder and Blixen. That's right, Dunder and Blixen. How do you feel now? I guess it's time to leave the North Pole and time to do some easy ones. How about this? Fruit Loops. Which one is it? Fruit with UIT or fruit with OOT? The answer is fruit with OOT. Did you get that right? How about Kit Kat? Kit Kat with a hyphen or Kit Kat with no hyphen? What do you think? That's right, it's Kit Kat without a hyphen. Real weird. How about Looney Tunes? Looney Tunes with Tunes or Looney Tunes with Toons? What do you think? It's Looney Tunes, Tunes, like music. How you doing so far? Are you keeping track of your score? You're probably scratching your head. But that's okay. Let's do one more in this genre and see how you do. You've played Monopoly before, right? How about this guy, Rich Uncle Pennybags, the Monopoly guy? Does he have a monocle or no monocle? What do you remember?
Who is this ghastly man?
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy.
Sorry, Ace Ventura, but the Monopoly guy never had a monocle. The correct answer is no monocle. Switching gears now, we go back and visit Tom Hanks again, this time in the 1994 smash hit Forrest Gump, where he talks about chocolates. Do you remember that famous line? See if you can say it first. Now, you choose which one you think it is. Is it number 1, life was like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get? Number 2, life is like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get? Number 3, life is like a bag of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get? Or number 4, life was like a box of keto chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get? Which one do you remember it is? Are you ready? This one may shock you.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Excuse me? Life was like a box of chocolates? Turns out, Forrest Gump never said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. How did you do? What's your score? Want to try some more? Here we go. Okay, which one of these is correct? The C-3PO on the left or the C-3PO on the right? Do you see the one C-3PO has 2 gold legs, the other one has 1/2 silver leg? What do you think? The correct one is C-3PO with 1/2 a silver leg. He's always had a 1/2 a silver leg. Weird, huh? How about this next one? Do you remember Curious George? Is the Curious George on the left with a tail the correct one, or Curious George without a tail? What do you remember? Turns out, Curious George never had a tail. How about this next one? For you Pokemon fans. This is Pikachu. Do you remember a Pikachu with a black pointy tail? Or no black tip tail? The correct one is, he has no black tip on his tail. And how about this last one in this genre? Do you remember Oscar Mayer? Which Oscar Mayer is correct? The one on the left or the one on the right? Oscar Mayer with M-E-Y-E-R or Oscar M-A-Y-E-R? You must know this one. The correct answer is
baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-A-Y-E-R.
Oscar Mayer, M-A-Y-E-R. Oscar Mayer, of course it is. Let's try this one. In Disney's 16th animated feature film, Snow White, Maleficent, the mistress of all evil, says this famous phrase to a mirror? Which one do you remember? Mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? Or is it 2. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? Number 3. Shiny mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? Or is it magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all? What do you remember? The answer is...
What wouldst thou know, my queen?
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
That's right, magic mirror. Maybe politics and geography are more your speed. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Answer this then. Here's number 20 on our quiz. How many states are there in the United States of America? Is it 48, 50, 51, 52, or 57? Do you know? Let's see what our former president thinks.
To every corner of the United States. I've now been in 57 states.
Ouch. If you chose 57, I hate to tell you that that is incorrect. The correct number is 50 states. That's 50 stars for every state and 13 stripes for every colony. How did you do? One more to go. On November 22nd, 1963, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. The question is, how many people were in the car on that fateful day? Was it 3, 1 in the front, 2 in the back? Or was it 4, 2 in the front and 2 in the back? Or was it 6, 2 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 2 in the back? What do you remember? The answer is 6. 2 in the front, Secret Serviceman, 2 in the middle, the governor of Texas and his wife, and 2 in the back, the president and the first lady. Is that how you remember it? Some people remember it as 4 people in the car with only 2 rows, like in many museums, as you see in these photos. What do you think? Is it different than you thought? Well, that's it. That's 21 questions. How did you do? Is it strange to you? I hope you did well, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know if you'd like to do more Mandela Effect quizzes. Thank you, and have a great day.